Well, I'm delighted that you made it to lesson 3. I hope you enjoyed lesson 1 and 2. In this particular lesson, the Quickie team really had to struggle to consider how to teach you as a professional to teach your students typing on an iPad. Of course, we know when we talk about typing on an iPad, we're actually talking about typing on a keyboard that actually looks like this. And so it's not like the normal typewriter, of course, who uses a typewriter anymore, or desktop. We all use desktops, we all use laptops, where the keys are raised. Here the keys are not raised, so they're flat. So we really thought about how do you get busy teachers an easy way to actually teach how to type on a glass flat keyboard. Of course, you know, the keyboard it can be landscape or it can be portrait. I also have this reflected on my computer, and so in fact, let me go ahead and switch to this mode. There we are. This is the iPad. Just so you know, you can reflect. There's basically a program called Reflector, and you can actually reflect what's on the iPad onto the computer so that you don't have to try and look at the glare. Anyway, we'll pop back to this, but I wanted to let you know that this entire thought of teaching students how to type on this type of device, it's not easy. And yeah, we could go through the whole methodology of helping them put their fingers on home row, etc. But have you tried to do that on an iPad? It's actually not that easy. So our teaching of keyboarding in this particular course, lesson 3, is really an experiment. And we're going to be looking for feedback from you. We think we've found the second best way, but we're not satisfied, and we're not completely sure we found the absolute best way. But we think we have a way that helps busy teachers introduce keyboarding on a flat screen pretty quickly. And so the objective of this course is to learn how to teach students keyboarding skills using the iPad touchscreen. Now, I'd like to say something really quick. There's 2 options. One is you can teach them traditional typing. Help them put their fingers on the home row, help them know where the fingers should be, and help them start to type first on a keyboard that has upraised keys. A lot of you aren't going to have that kind of time. There's going to be standardized tests coming in the classroom faster than you can blink an eye, and they've got to write entire sentences in these standardized tests. And so what we found is, in addition to option 1, there's option 2, and that is typing with a skilled hunt and peck method. Okay, this is a little bit new, but I think you'll like it. So let me just let's continue just for a moment here by going to a website. And so I'm going to modify. Basically, I'm looking at my screen right now. Let me move my iPad that's on the screen to the left, just in case my face is covering it. I'm going to go to a website. If you look at the URL, it's a little bit hard, but you'll see it in the reading. It's called learntotype.com. You can have this actual website helps kindergartners type by not focusing on finger placement, just focusing on knowing where the keys are. So I'm going to click on the parrot. You can't see my finger, I don't think, but I'm going to click on the parrot. And once you click on the parrot, that actually takes you to a place where people can type. Now, I'm on my iPad. I'm going to tap with my thumb on the little text box there, and then my keypad at the bottom appears. And what you do is you just help your students type the words that are showing. Now it says the dog has a balloon. So I find T, I type T, then H, H, then E, E, then space bar. And then D, O, G, then space H, A, S, space A, space B, A, L, L, O, O, N. And then you go ahead and you see a little button there. You go ahead and click on that button. and then you wait a little bit, and it gives you some information. So it looks like I got all the letters right. Okay, now this seems really silly, but you'd be surprised. In the reading portion, I want you to go ahead and look. I provide you both these options of how to teach your students. But this is one very nice site that actually works on iPads to help your students get comfortable of where the keys are. So I'm not going to talk too much more than that. I'll go ahead and conclude here. You're going to see at the end of this lesson, I'm actually going to want you to send me so far the toolkit that you've produced so far. And so I had originally thought, you know what, let's only let them send it at the end. But as this course is developing and as students are taking this, I realize there's a lot of profit in seeing what you've done so far. So I'd ask you, after you finish reading, after you finish the homework, after you finish the quiz, go ahead and click Mark as complete. But before you go to lesson 4, go ahead and send me what should be the first 3 pages of your iPad Learning Toolkit. Great. Thank you so much. Take care.